Hello everybody, Bob6983 here, and we are back for some more Pokemon Alpha Sapphire. In the last episode, good question. I think we went back over to, what is that town called? Slateport. We went over to Slateport. We made fun of, Archie a little bit, but he stole the submarine, and now we in his base of operations back over here in Lily Cove. And in this episode, I'm thinking about teaching Lucas Dazzling Gleam just so we can have like a fairy typing for coverage for the dragon types, and I want to say coverage for the dark types as well, but it wouldn't be too good for Lucas to have this for fighting dark types, considering he's weak to dark types. But you know, it's better than, you know, not having coverage for dragon types, which we are going to need much later. So yeah, I really didn't want to get rid of Wish. I did not want to, just in case I needed to heal up. But I guess if you want to keep Wish and you're not using Fly like I am, then you can get, I guess, rid of that other move. And I guess if you want to get like a better healing move specifically for Xatu, then you could just go for Roost. I mean, it's specifically for the flying types, and you know, it undoes the flying typing for that turn. So I mean, there you go. I'm gonna go ahead and also teach Giga Impact immediately to Paraba. So yeah, there we go. It's gonna have our big boy attack just ready to go, raring to go. Can't get rid of Strength, unfortunately. I would love to keep Screech. I want to keep Screech. We're keeping Crunch just in case. And unfortunately, Hyper Voice is going to have to go. It'd be like that, but you know, for the good of the company. How did Mr. Water News from Monsters Inc. be like? I was thinking about teaching Lucas or Xatu a Shadow Ball, but I don't know. I'm like, well, it would realistically not be too great, considering how Ghost is only good against Ghost and Dark. So, or rather, no. Ghost is just, well, yeah, I think, okay, so Ghost is strong against Psychic and itself. So there's really not much reason to have that, since we already have a way to deal with Psychic types. In the form of Cacturn, in the form of Exploud, because of the Dark type moves. So yeah, there really isn't much of a reason, unless we wanted to specifically target Ghosts, which we already have. Did I say that twice? It targets Ghosts and it targets... Okay, no, I was right. We have Psychic types and Ghost types. We already have ways to deal with them purely with the Dark typing, so I mean, like, we really don't need a Ghost type move. But yeah. True, even when I warp upwards. Hello! Taking a break is important. Team Aqua doesn't have fixed working hours or specific break time, so if you wanted, we could take a break all day long. Cool! Sounds like y'all got benefits out the wazoo. Each person's bed reveals a little something of the character and reveals a unique odor signature as well. Interesting. I never understood that. That was a really weird way of phrasing or pronouncing that word. Understood. I never understood that. I've heard a lot of people say that, like, oh, people have like a specific odor to them or like a specific smell to them. I know, like, you know, if you smell like you know, your perfume all the time, but like, I've never been like, oh, this is what this person smells like. I don't know, maybe it's just my nose isn't as adept to that, or being able to like catch up or like catch that. I don't know, but I personally never felt like I could like smell the scent of someone, being like, oh, that's that person's scent. That I remember that they smell like this, they smell nice, or like they smell like this, they smell interesting. I've never like had that. Ooh, this is not good. Well, no, hang on, let me cook. That's why we taught Dazzling Gleam scenarios like this. True. Oh my gosh, I'm so glad I taught it to you, Lucas. However, I have had scenarios where I can smell the stank from someone. Tony Stank. I've been able to smell the musk off of people this is something actually really quickly that little bit of a tangent before I go into that I talked about with someone before. I think it's really weird that the proper word for like a really bad like body odor is like musk, but whenever you want to talk about being like to be musk, you say musty. It's like, where did the T come from? Why can't it be musky, or like why can't it be must and musty? I don't know. It's just very weird. We're not gonna teach whirlwind. It's kind of a silly move unless like you want to use it for specifically double battles or like competitive in general, swapping out people forcefully. We're not gonna do that. But yeah, I thought that was really weird that, you know, the proper term for it is just musk, and then to be musk, it's musty. But yeah, I had many sort of situations where like I could smell the stank off of people. Specifically, you know, in conventions, you know, some people do not use deodorant for whatever reason. Y'all have the capacity to go to a convention where you spend, let's say for a 4-day pass, what is it, like $100? I think $120 for a 4-day pass. Y'all have the money to spend hundreds of dollars on cosplays. Y'all have like $100 to $200 to spend on the artist gallery, but you can't go out of your way to go to the closest Walgreens before you leave your house, or rather before you go to the convention, and buy some deodorant for $4.99. Y'all got all this money to spend, but you can't take a shower before you go out. You can't use some deodorant. You can't spray like a little bit of cologne on you. I don't get it. Me personally, my perfumes, my colognes last a long time because whenever I go out, I just use deodorant. I don't really use like cologne or perfume on me 24/7. I save that for special occasions, you know, like if I'm going out with like a friend or something like that. Or if I go like, I don't know, like if I'm on a date or something, or if I'm going to an important sort of place, like a meeting or something. If you have to be like formal, stuff of that nature. That's when I whip out my I whip out the cologne. But like, I mean, like you spend like $70 once and it lasts you like a year or two. I don't know, unless like you're a very important person, which in that case, you know, like you spend a lot on perfume or cologne, which I get, maybe like not wanting to spend that much. But still though, like deodorant, it costs like $4 or $5. Like, oh my gosh, like if you want like the better ones, maybe like, I don't know, like $7, $10, $12, I don't know. And especially for guys, because I know that it's mostly guys that have this issue. Like, you have multiple options. I've talked to women who are like, yeah, I wish I had more options to, you know, for deodorant. And I'm like, what, y'all only have like the white one, like the dry one that you use on your armpits? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, what the fuck? Us guys, we have like 30,000 different like combinations. We have like the white one, that's, you know, like it leaves you really dry and like it's very powdery and gross. I personally don't like it. There's also like the gel ones, which is just literally like gel-esque liquid that comes out of like multiple holes from like the deodorant. I like that one, but it stains your shirts a lot. And then there's like the other gel ones, the ones that are like blue or green. Those are really nice. I prefer those because like it's a nice mixture of like, you know, like the gel texture, and it's not leaving you like all dry and like dusty up in that area. So it's like, it's nice. And then there's even like spray deodorant. Like there are so many options. Like, y'all, use your deodorant if you musty as hell. Like please do us all a favor. We do not want to smell you from 2 aisles down in the artist alley. We do not want that. So, tangent aside, we get Dark Pulse. The thing that I did want to talk about though is I really went on like a very like long tangent on that. The thing I did want to talk about is one time I went to this store in like the mall. It was like a Japanese specific store where like the store originated in Japan and like they brought one over here. I was over there for like some products, like some specifically like headbands for like my hair, you know, do the shower, etc. I was there for stuff. And, you know, just window shopping as well sometimes. But actually, no window shop. I spent like, I don't know, like $20, $30, $40 there. And while I was going through the store, this random group of like guys pops up like near us. They go over to like the far back of the store. And like my sister and I are just waiting for them to like finish up, you know, that way we can get over there too to see like what's over there. They leave, and I shit you not, they leave an AoE, an area of effect of they stank in the store. How the hell you leave the spot that you were just in, and 30 seconds after you're gone, you still left an AoE of your disgusting smell? How is that even possible, my guy? Like, damn. I know that people can be a little like musty or nasty, but like to be able to leave your smell for like 30 seconds to a minute after you left is one of the most atrocious things I think I've ever experienced in all of mankind. That is just incredibly embarrassing. Like, I'm sorry, I gotta say it. It's disgusting. Like, there is no way to justify you smelling that way. That's all I gotta say. It's not expensive to take care of your BO. That's all I'm saying. I think in this game they changed it that way. It's the left two are the correct ones. So that's the nugget. I don't want to go crisscross applesauce, but that might be it. Two of these are electrodes, so I guess if you want an electrode, then here you go. I'm gonna test my luck saying it's both left ones. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, I think you can still grab the one diagonally without, you know, interacting with either electrodes. I love electrodes. These guys are so fucking awesome. These guys are hilarious to me. Their faces are hilarious. I love these guys. Be careful with these guys though. They're really high level, level 40, and they know, I think, either self-destruct or explosion, one of the two. I'm gonna try to catch it, not because I want to use it on the team, but because I just love these guys and I don't want to deal with the explosion. But yeah, these guys are awesome. You might do Electro Ball. Yeah! I'm gonna have to swap. I don't even have like a Pokemon with Damp, which kind of sucks. If you have Damp as an ability, it makes it so that exploding moves never work. Oh, what am I stupid at? Oh yeah, I'm gonna send out a Pokemon that's weak to electric types after I just got hit with a weak or a super effective move from another Pokemon that's weak to electric. I'm not stupid at it. This would have been the right choice, sending out Stardew, and watch as I send out Stardew, this electrode explodes. Oh, light screen. Okay, fair enough. I would love to catch this, just so I could like flail, or not flail, but like show it off that like, oh look, I have an electrode. I love electrodes. As I was saying, they're really fast. They have really good special attack stat, if memory serves me right. I talked about them when I was talking about Voltorb, I think. But almost nothing outspeeds these speedy boys. There's like very few things other than, you know, like Deoxys speed, and maybe like a few others, maybe like, I don't know, like 7 to 10 other Pokemon in this, not in this generation specifically, but like in all of Pokemon at this point in time. There's like very few contenders who can outspeed an Electrode. So if you want a really good, really good Pokemon on your team that's just like a switch in, do damage, switch out kind of Pokemon, Electrode is your guy. I wholeheartedly can vouch for these ball Pokemon. They are just amazing. I love them. And especially when they explode, I think it's hilarious. But also, I don't want to be on the receiving end is the thing. And lo and behold, the explosion. Oh, true. Okay, cool. He's having pity on me. I'm just trying to, like, call him out whenever, like, I think it might happen. I might be, like, wishing for too much. Yeah, I don't think this Electrode really likes me too much. Magnet Rise, cool. Now you can't get hit by any sort of ground type moves. Nice. It's used every other move aside from the move that I'm concerned about. I would use a timer ball, but I don't know. Let me see when timer ball is the best to use, because I do have it saved as like a photo. Timer balls are best used after the third turn of using an Ultra Ball. So I guess we're doing that. There we go. Oh, and also if you're using Dusk Balls after 1, 2, 3, 4, after 6 turns of Dusk Ball, then you can start using timer balls. After 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. After 8 turns of dive balls, you can use a timer ball. Same with net balls. Same with repeat balls. Yeah, so I guess timer balls are really good. I guess if the Ultra Balls are failing after 3 turns, go for it. And then Dust Ball after like 6 turns, and then with dive balls and not timer balls. With dive balls and net balls, like after like 8 turns, you're good to go with the timer. So really good choice for, I guess, a ball in case all others fail. Thank you, Electrode. Now, if you'll excuse me, we are here for the nitty gritty. The Master Ball. Thank you. Whew, okay. Now that we're done talking about musty MFers and talking about Electrodes being amazing creatures, we can finally make our way out of here. Well, hang on. Hang on. I feel like... Well... There was one warp that I didn't take. But maybe I'm just tweaking the frick out. I think it was this middle one. Okay, yeah, I was right. I was just tweaking out. Take me back to the beginning. Thank you. But yeah, I could have sworn there was like a specific warp that like takes you to like one of the beginning spots where there's like an item. I need to sneeze really badly. Excuse me. Ooh, they're not doing too hot. Oh, right. The Electrode went crazy on us. I still do need to go back to Lava Ridge Town for some more Moo Moo Milks. I would highly recommend after this battle, send out a Pokemon that has an attack that can hit everything on the field. Because you're going to be doing essentially a horde battle, but against trainers. So do that. That way you can take them out all quickly, instead of, having to deal with them one by one. Carvana! We ain't talking about that one app. We're looking for cars. I feel like I've mentioned this once or twice. I'll mention it one more time. One time, my dad had to like, I don't know, because I think somebody had like crashed into one of his cars, and their insurance company was like Geico or something, and Geico was like taking care of like, taking care of, his needs for lack of a car. They were like, oh, here, you can rent one. It's on the house or something like that. But it was in fact not entirely on the house. Because they were like, yeah, you can go with Enterprise. Yeah, that's who we are associated with. And yeah, they were like, well, they'll cover like the rest of like the rest of like the stuff for the rental. It was a nice car, if I'm being honest. It was like a blue like sports-esque car. It was really cool. For the time being that we had it, until our other car was like fixed up. I'm gonna send out Nautica. But they were like, oh, well, I mean, regardless, you know, we are like a rental company. We still need like a deposit. So it was like a $50 deposit that we had to give them, you know, kind of like, you know, like just in case something goes down or something like that. You know, just for like, just in case they need, yeah, you know, that's what a deposit is. And after like our car was fixed, I probably should have sent out masquerade for bug buzz, I think. No, I don't think that works. It's okay. After you know, all our issues were done with, why isn't the turn happening? Okay. After everything was done, fixed, and repaired with the car, we returned the blue sports car-esque car to Enterprise, and they never gave us our $50 deposit. They did not. And then we called like 3-4 times, and they were like, "Oh no, yeah, you got to go directly to the Enterprise specifically where you did it to get your deposit back." And we were like, "That's kind of stupid, isn't it? Like all one like program, like all one system." And oh, hi Matt. I think we're probably gonna have to fight you. So let's start off with Lucas. But yeah, they were like, "Yeah, no, sorry, we can't do it over the phone. You have to go specifically over there to that Enterprise." And yeah, they just never gave us our deposit back because they were like, "Oh, you got to go all the way over there." And the Enterprise was like 50 minutes to an hour away, maybe more. And my dad and I were like, "Do we really care enough about $50 to drive like an hour away?" As much as a lot of people would be like, "Yes, go get your money," we're also like, come on, like, as much as it sucks, let's just get this over with. We really didn't want to drive all the way out there. And we were like, even if we did get all the way out there, it would have been more efficient to do it in the blue car at the time. I don't know why they didn't give us our deposit back at the time. But yeah, it just kind of sucks. We were just left with, oh, they owe us $50. And they never wanted to get back to us because they were like, "Oh no, we can't do it over the phone. You can't go over to like your closest Enterprise," because there's like an Enterprise like 10 minutes away from us, 5 minutes away from us, somewhere like that. And we're like, "Can't we just go there?" And they're like, "Oh no, you gotta go over to that one." And like, I'm pretty sure they're just bullshitting us. But yeah, they fucking yoinked us from $50 despite Geico literally being like, "Don't worry guys, we got you covered." They did not in fact have us covered. They just kind of yoinked $50 off of us despite doing the repair on our car. Like, what like, are you gonna help us, or like are you gonna steal money at the same time? Like, dog, what the hell? I'm sorry, Matt, I had to do you dirty like that, but like, you was asking for it. You were like, "Come on, I'll beat the frick out of you, you ugly MFer. I'm a rip off that white hat off of your head, and I'm gonna feed it to my sharpet hole." That's cool. I love all of Team Aqua. Team Magma is they're okay. I like to think of them as like the nerdy MFers. I like to believe that Maxi talks similar to like what the internet thought Papyrus spoke like, you know, like Skeletor-esque, since that's what he kind of talks like in the anime. But yeah, that's all I have to say about Team Magma. I'm not too excited about them. Oh right, I forgot to mention this. I should have mentioned this a while ago. But here on specifically Lily Cove, I believe if you use the good rod, I don't believe you can do it with the old rod. I might be wrong though. You can, what is it that I'm looking for? You can catch a new Pokemon if you want. It is a water psychic type. It is Staryu and Starmie. Yeah, they can be caught in the waters here. So I guess there you go. If you want a different type of water Pokemon, I guess you can catch it specifically here. But yeah, that is. Wait a minute. I need more repels. I'm going to go do that, and then I'm going to call it an episode, because we are at the 25-minute mark. So, yeah. And I've also, like, started to run out of things to say, so that's why I've been saying, like, so, yeah, at the end of my sentences, because I'm like, filler words, please. Give me something. Give me something cool. Give me, like, or, like, I'm fishing around in my brain for something else to talk about. Or, like, a way to extend the conversation, and I'm just like, I'm sorry, man. You ran out of letters. You just gotta, like, stop the sentence there. Go with the regular filler word. Okay, we're gonna buy a lot. Let's just go with the 9,000 Poke Dollars. 18 of them. 18 naked cows. True. I never talked with you, I don't think. But you're not really too helpful. Oh, well, never mind. You are helpful. My bad. I'm sorry. These are items to help you get away from Pokemon without fail, I believe. Regardless of if they have, like, Arena Chopper, like, mean look, I think. I'm not too sure. I don't really use those things as often. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. Next time on Pokemon Alpha Sapphire, we will be finally going over to Moss Deep. There's a lot of stuff that you can do, and a lot of Pokemon that you can catch on, like, on your way there. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot to yap about. So until next time, see you all then.